going on, guys? Today I'm outside, not for long though. I'm just out here to show you something. I want to show you an easy way to get substrate for your tanks, a lot of it for cheap, and it works good for growing plants. It's inert, so you're going to have to use fertilizers, but other than that, it is an excellent substrate. I've got just 100 pounds, and I got it for $16. Let me show you what it is. So this is a product called Black Diamond Blasting Sand. You can get it at Tractor Supply. It's originally used for sandblasting, obviously, but works great in fish tanks. So give me a couple minutes, we'll go inside, I'll show you how to wash it up, and then put it in a tank. Okay, so right now I'm in my bathroom. I got my sand, I got a bucket. So what you're going to do is you're going to pour about 4 inches of sand into the bucket, and then just run water into the bucket on a constant flow. Put your hand in the bucket and just swirl it around and let the bucket overflow until the water runs clear. There are going to be some floating particles. You might see a little bit of oil residue in there, but that's just from them manufacturing this. That will wash out. Once it all washes out and the water runs clear, then you can run it and put it in your tank and fill it up, and you got a good substrate in there. So let me show you how to wash it up real quick. Okay. We got some sand in our bucket. You can still see it's a little smoky from me pouring it in there because that's all the dust that's on this. So all we're going to do, push it out under the water. Turn the water on, doesn't matter what temperature. Get the water running in. And then just start swirling the sand around. Now if you look, you can see the water's still pretty clear, but it is a little hazy now. So that's all the dust and stuff coming off. So we're going to go ahead and wash this up, and then I'll show you getting it in the tank. Okay guys, we're out in the fish room right now. The tank we're going to be working on with this substrate is the 20 gallon right here. And basically all you got to do is I got my bucket of substrate washed up, ready to put in here. All you do is scoop it out and put it in, nothing special. I'll have to show you guys in the future a video on how to make polycarbonate hoods or lids for your tanks. They're a lot cheaper than going out and buying lids, and they are super clear. So I'll make another video on that sometime in the future. So one thing I do want to show you, get a little bit of this stuff here. As you can see, it's pretty fine. This is the medium grit, but nothing crazy. It is a little sharp. But I run it in my goldfish tanks, I've run it with cory cats and stuff like that. I've never had any issues, but your experience may vary. But I use this, absolutely no problems at all. Once it starts growing bacteria on it, it gets a little bit of like a slime coat on there. Not like what a fish has, but it's not as sharp once it's established, because the bacteria is on there and it smooths it off a little bit and doesn't make it as abrasive. So I'm going to start scooping this into the tank. We'll get it leveled out and then we'll fill it up with water. Okay guys, we're going to start loading this in the tank here. So I just had a cup. Here it is. You just take a cup, scoop into the sand, and just bring it up and dump it out in the tank. And then you're going to do that all the way, get as much sand in there as you want. I usually go, if I'm going to run a planted tank, probably about 1.5 inches of substrate. And I find that's pretty good when you're setting up planted tanks. So I'm going to go ahead and get this filled up and leveled out, and then we'll come back. Alright, so we got our substrate in there. We got about an inch and a half, almost 2 inches in there, which I think is pretty good. So we're going to go ahead and fill this up and see what it looks like. Okay guys, we got the whole tank set up with the substrate and water. We filled it up. The only thing we don't have on there right now is a air pump and sponge filter. That's coming. But for right now, I just want to show you, you can also see back here on the 5 gallons, I put some of that black diamond blasting sand in these tanks as well. And I'm starting on this 55 here. Whoop, don't look at this. That's a future video coming up. So right here is our 20 gallon. Now I did knock all the little micro bubbles off the front glass so that we can look in here a little easier. The sides and back still have it on there. But I'm going to go ahead and turn this on with my little $10 secret of a future video up on top here and show you what it looks like. Alright, got some nice bright light up on this 20 gallon. This down here, oh, it ain't on. Hang on 1 second. Good job. Good job of me. Pat myself on the back there. This down here is a Aqua Neat light. You can get these on Amazon. I think I paid 30 bucks for this one back when they first came out. When I first started setting tanks up, I think I paid 30 bucks for this light here. But I got that light there, and that's growing those plants excellent. I'm getting probably about 1 inch to 2 inches of growth on that Aquarius every single day. I have the same kind of light over on the 10 gallon on the Guppy tank. Now you can see visibly between this tank and this tank is a lot brighter. But that's in a future video. But for right now, you can see we got the sand in here. It looks really good. Alright, I go about 1.5 inches in there, which is going to hold onto the roots from plants very well. We're going to be able to decorate this with some live plants, wood, rock, stuff like that. It's going to come out really nice looking. And this light is really going to accentuate the fish and the plants as well. So that's all for a future video, guys. For right now, you're watching Trapfish Aquatics, and I will see you in the next video.